Hey everybody, welcome back. My name is Jason. Today I want to talk about a very important subject, and that's drug interactions. The reason I'm doing this video is because I was thinking about Tom Petty's death, and I looked at the reports on him, and I seen all the drugs he was on, and it was quite the cocktail he was taking. And I can't say for a fact, but I would imagine that he probably didn't want to die, just as I'm sure a lot of people who are prescribed drugs didn't want to die, because from the report it didn't look like he had any illegal street drugs in his system. They were all prescription drugs. So what I want to talk about is basically being honest, being informative at the doctor's office, and basically ask yourself, do you really need those pills? There's other ways to deal with pain, and I understand there are circumstances that you will need pain medication, but it's a short-term solution with long-term consequences. So remember that. And if you do need to get prescribed pain medicine, try and get off of it as soon as possible. Save yourself a possible addiction, pain, agony, misery. Just try and get off of them as soon as possible if you are on them. With the epidemic that's going on out there, you never know what could happen, what will lead to you doing whatever else. I am speaking from experience. Doing pain pills, they led me to doing heroin. And I obviously said I'll never, and I'm sure there's probably people out there that'll watch this and say, I'll never, but until that time comes, when your prescription is out and your tolerance is built up so goddamn high, sorry Lord, but when your tolerance is built up so freaking high and you're so sick that you will do whatever just to feel right, and somebody, one of your friends, whoever, somebody that has that connection to that dope, and you say, yeah, I'll give it a try, and all of a sudden you found this new euphoric feeling, and you say, screw them pills. Or you try going back to the doctor and getting the pills and doing the heroin, and then now all of a sudden you got a real big mess on your hands, and you try getting the pills and doing the heroin, and you get drug tested at the pain clinic, and you get kicked out of the pain clinic because they find other stuff in your system, or you're trying to use other it's just a huge mess that you're getting yourself into. Avoid it. Try getting off the pain pills as soon as possible. Get yourself into treatment, whatever you need to do. Get your life back, and just do what you need to do. In my opinion, I believe that society just turns to pills just to take the easy way out. There are other ways. Try exercising, try acupuncture, physical therapy, try the TENS unit. There's so many other ways before you just turn to pills. And yes, maybe there are some doctors that try just shoving pills down throats because, yes, they can get paid up to $150 for a 3-minute drug consultation, but, and that's sad, but it's, I guess it is what it is. So my suggestion, if you're going to the doctor, be informational, be informative. Disclose as much information as possible, because if you are going to multiple doctors, let's say you're going to a psychiatric doctor, you're getting antidepressants, sleeping meds, minor tranquilizers, antipsychotics, mood stabilizers, things like that, and then you're going to a pain doctor, or vice versa, you're going to a pain doctor and then you're going to a psychiatrist. You know, all these drugs have interactions with each other, and these doctors need to do labs, and you need to let a doctor know if you have high blood pressure, low blood pressure, seizures. The doctor needs to be informed of all this stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach links to just to let you know, like, what you should inform the doctor of, like if you drink, how much you should drink. And, you know, if you're doing street drugs, and you can't be ashamed, you can't be embarrassed, because this is your life. These could ultimately lead to your death. Just because you want to feel good, you know, just like I was talking in my video yesterday about my drug use, my drug story. I was using prescription drugs, except for cocaine, and it led to an overdose. Oxycontin, Xanax, cocaine, and drinking. And it led to an overdose. And, you know, that's not far-fetched from what people want to go out and do. You know, if you live that lifestyle, you know, people take stuff for granted, like their life. All they want to do is feel good. Understandable, but there are other ways to feel good. So don't be embarrassed. Humble yourself. Disclose the information. Don't be ashamed. Doctors aren't there to judge you. If you feel judged by your doctor, maybe that's not the right one. You know, maybe go get a new doctor, because you're cheating yourself out of the right help that you can get. And then if you do get a new doctor, make sure you transfer your medical record, so you have that record on file and all that information travels with you. You know, don't cheat yourself out of the right help you can get. You know, I didn't disclose a lot of information to the doctors when I would go. You know, I always was on Ambien for a while. I would never tell my pain doctor that, and that was dangerous. Oh, man, I just I took everything for granted. You know, another suggestion that I don't know how this works, but I don't have kids myself. But if you have kids, maybe if I don't know, like I said, if you send them to the doctor, or for some reason, I don't know, but send them with a note or something, you know, with the medicine that they take or the prescriptions that they take. Call. I know usually if they're young, really young, obviously a parent will be with them, but maybe along the ages of, you know, 14 to 17. If they're over 18, I understand that they'll be going by themselves. But, you know, that's important. You know, and this could lead to an accidental overdose. People just think, oh, I want to get these to feel good, but in reality, they could lead to your demise. And because they almost led to mine. Even if you don't go out and do cocaine, or even if you don't go out and drink, just the interactions with the prescription drugs alone. And if you're building up a tolerance to them and you're taking a bunch of pain pills, and like I said, if you're noticing that you like that feeling, that euphoric feeling, and you're taking, I don't know, 80 milligrams of Oxycontin, and you're taking 30 milligrams of oxycodone, and then you're taking 10 milligrams of Xanax, you're just mixing all this stuff. You know, that really suppresses your respiratory system. And, you know, I've attached links before on my videos what it does to your body, what these drugs do to your body. So if you want, go back and look what drugs do to your health. Look at these prescription drugs do to your health. So, and it lists what each drug does to your, you know, each system. So, you know, I hope you guys can pull something away from this. Maybe think twice, do what you need to do, but just don't take the easy way out, because death doesn't it's not afraid to lose. You know, it'll fight, and it'll take your life. So I hope you guys can pull a little information out of this. Maybe think twice about your health, and I hope you guys subscribe, drop comments, follow my videos. But thanks for watching.